Hello, my lovelies. So here's the deal. I don't have my normal setup here. I didn't want to change everything around. But I'm at my 9 to 5. Hour and a half into my shift. And dun dun dun, we're supposed to get 12 inches here in Michigan, southwest Michigan, Kalamazoo area. And so my employer, corporate, sent a message that said any employees whose work does not have to be completed today may go home. And because the work that I do is not dependent on authorizations or anything like that, I get to go home. It's 10 in the morning and I'm on my way home. Of course, I have an hour drive in this weather, but I get to go home and I get my full day's pay. So I am very excited about that. And I am super excited about that. My husband called me. I only really had a 40-minute drive this morning because everybody stayed in the clear lane when there would be 2 lanes. Everybody stayed in the clear lane that had been most used. And so me, that's my wiper, sorry. So, you know, me and my little 4-door Matchbox all-wheel drive vehicle, I go into the very snowy, thick snow lane so I can go faster because I can go in my little Matchbox car. And it's all-wheel drive, my little Suzuki SX4. So my husband called me about 8:35 to make sure I got to work on okay, which I did. Thank you for the thumbs up, whoever is in my live chat. Hi, Destiny. Hi, Bethy. I miss you, Bethy. You and I need to talk. Did you get my message, Beth, about I want to sit down and have lunch and we can video chat? Hey, Rebecca. How are you, honey? Anyway, I want to sit down on video chat with you, Beth, and I can have lunch and you can have lunch and you can order for me, even though I'll already have my lunch and it'll feel like we're on a date. And then you can say, the lady will have, like when we were in Vegas, that was awesome. Because I'm used to my head. You guys, for the don't know the story, when Beth and I were having breakfast with Johnny, Caramel Carousel, I'm used to my husband ordering for me when we go to restaurants. And so I made Beth, 10 of Hearts, order for me. So we were like a couple. So when they came... Oh, it is, Rebecca? So when they came to order, Beth said, the lady will have... And put my order in. I don't know if she knew what lady she was talking about, but it was really funny. An inside joke. I enjoyed it immensely. But yeah, we had maybe 5 inches this morning coming in. We've probably gotten another 3 or 4 inches since I've been at work, an hour and a half. I get to work at 8:30. It's 10 o'clock now. So yeah, we're supposed to get 8 to 10 or 8 to 12 more inches. And as you can't see because of the angle that you have, but I'm just passing everybody because my little 4-door Matchbox with the 4-wheel drive goes through anything and everything, and so I don't have to worry about, is my car gonna go? Is it gonna stay? Is it gonna get traction? Sorry, my windshield wipers. I have full confidence on the roads. And I do have my all-wheel drive on. Ooh, my battery's low. So, and I am watching the road, which is why you all have a good view of my double chin. So, no worries there. But I just wanted to share with everybody. All right, Sweetness, you don't have to drive down the middle of the road. You're a big SUV and you got a 4x4 on your car. Let's grow some balls and learn to drive that thing. Oh, did I mention I get a little road rage? Look, it's only for people who don't know how to drive. Okay? It's only for people who don't know how to drive. For people that, you know, drive in Michigan, they should really know how to drive. So, that's just my thought on the matter. I'm just trying to give this truck some extra room. But yeah, they should really, you know, if you have a four-wheel drive vehicle, learn to drive it. That's all I'm saying. Now the 4x4 trucks make me look bad because they're so heavy. My car is so small, but the 4x4 trucks make me look bad. They do. They just zoom right past me. I expect it. They're 3 times the weight that my little car is. So that's okay. But I think what I'm going to do today, sorry for the wipers, guys. I like a clean windshield. At first I had thoughts of, I'm going to go home and finish my drafts, and I got so many pictures taken yesterday and all of that. But then I know right when I get home, my husband was going to he's got today off. My husband was going to take my packages down for me. And now when I get home, that's the first thing I'm going to do is take down my packages and then go home. And then since my husband has the day off, we'll probably watch movies or something like that. He's gonna wanna occupy my day now that it's off. But maybe I'll get a little bit of work done today. I'd like to. I was on a roll. So Destiny, the Shamrock Pixie, and I, and Tommy, the Bargain Effect, her hubby, we video chatted quite a bit yesterday for several hours. And I got a lot of work done during that. I don't know that they did, but I did. They've been dealing with a lot of home weathering issues. You got a lot of work done too, Destiny? But, so yeah, I want to finish that work and get a bunch of listings and stuff up today. That would be super nice. I'd feel really good about myself if I could do that. Get a lot of my glassware done. That would be smoking. So, it's a goal. And then once I get all my glassware listed, you didn't, Rebecca? Well, it's just me, honey. I'm driving home from work because we got sent home mandatory. Well, I have the longest drive out of anybody, so naturally I would go home. Yes, my pictures did come out beautiful. I can't read your whole thing, honey. It was too long. You got to break it up. Yeah, I know. You're dealing with so much weather stuff. You wouldn't believe it, guys, everything that they're dealing with in their rental. I'm telling ya. Slumlords. Slumlords are real. Thumbs down for slumlords. Just not on this channel. Thumbs up on this channel. Watch me blow this semi in the dust. Well, of course I would. He's a semi. But yeah, so that's my plans for today. I'm just jazzed. You know, they're worried about everybody not being able to make, you know, the roads and everything. But now the old Kelly, the Kelly a month ago would have said, hey guys, don't worry about it. I got lots of work to do and I got 4-wheel drive. I can make it home. Don't worry about it. The Kelly today is like, I'm out of here. In fact, as soon as they said we're sending you guys home, and I said, do we have to take PTO or are we getting paid? They said, you're getting paid. Whoop, shut down the computer, hung up my headset, straightened my desk a little bit, and I was out of there. Don't gotta ask me twice. Out of there. So oh no, I left my food sitting on my shelf. It's gonna go bad. I gotta call somebody and let them know to put it in the fridge. Okay, I will. I should have put it in the fridge this morning. I should have put it in the fridge when I left. I forgot. I was letting it thaw out so it wouldn't be frozen when I went to cook it. So I don't take the microwave up for, you know, 6 or 7 minutes. I try and be courteous to my coworkers like that. So anyway, what's everybody else doing? Mama, please, what? I am being careful, honey. I'm watching the road. Can't you see? You got a good view of my double chin. See? It's nice to be loved, though. Hi, Barb. Well, Barb, I got to work. I drove 45 minutes to work, worked for an hour and a half, and then got sent home. I am watching the road until you message me, and then I'm doing this and this. That was just to scare you, Barb. I'm fine, honey, don't worry. My little car goes in everything and anything, and it's doing just fine. I am taking my time. And what did she say? I love Barb's smarty-ass comment. See, I'm already 10 minutes into my drive, and I haven't died yet. What's everybody else doing today? This is the really dangerous part of the road, so I'm free to watch the chats now, guys. There's ravines on each side. I could easily slip off the road and go into the ravines. So this is a good time to read the chats. No, I'm not going to stop for donuts. Now I'm passing this big semi and I'm in the center lane that you can't see. So in case you guys are worried about me, you can think about that too. I know you care, Destiny. Aww. Aww. You're so sweet. Trust me, if anything were to happen to me, my husband wouldn't leave my side. And for all of his bad faults, he's got double the good faults. And if something happened to me, the man would not leave my side. Literally, he would not leave my side. I could tell him to leave my side and he would not. So, if nothing else, that is the reason to stay married after 34 years. So now I'm going into this little town, you guys. My GPS is on my phone. My GPS is always on because I get lost at the drop of a hat. So my GPS is always on. So I can go like this and say my address and it would take me right there. So, I mean, my GPS is always on. Unless there's another GPS I don't know about. But I pretty much take one road all the way to work. Pretty much. So it would not be hard to find me. You know, the roads sometimes go off into 2 lanes. Yeah, I might want to go the speed limit given the weather and everything in this little town of Augusta. But I didn't feel like driving alone because that would have been boring. And I usually listen to Justin RVA Flips on my way into work. The road, I don't know what the road is now. The road is usually, it's West Michigan Road apparently. But once you get into Battle Creek, it's Dickman Road. And it's so funny because before, when I needed GPS to get to the Salvation Armies out here, the woman GPS says Dickman Road. In 200 feet, turn left onto Dickman Road. But it's really funny. She says Dickman, but the guy GPS, which I now have, hang on that. If it's not, well, it depends on the size of the jean, because a plus size woman's cuff can be 9 inches and it, you know, not be necessarily, well, usually, well, no, that's usually going to be a boot cut. Depends on the size of the jean. What size jean do you have? There's a really good way that you can tell if you're dealing with a boot cut or not. And I'm going to do a video on it so I can show you guys. But if you take the about 6 inches of the bottom of the jean. Hi, Katie. How are you, my darling? I am driving in Winter Wonderland because we're going to get so much snow that I didn't even fix my setup because I wanted my whole windshield. So you get to see me through my steering wheel. We're going to get 10 more inches of snow today. So my work, I drive like 45 minutes to work in the snow. So they sent me home, and because it's such terrible weather, oh, it's Vicky. Hi, baby. I'm sorry, Vicky. I apologize. But just, you know, I'm even glad it's you because now you're going to worry even more because the roads are so bad and I'm doing live while I'm driving. Everybody's shitting their pants. 7 for All Mankind, size 29. Okay, so that, honey, that size 29 is a smaller jean. So if your cuff is 9 inches, that's probably a flare or a bell bottom. But if you take, Vicky, back me up on this. You take about 6 inches of the bottom of the jean, okay, and you flip it up. You just flip it up onto the pant of the jean. I'm being careful, honey. You flip it up onto the pant of the jean, okay? If the cuff of the jean is even with the calf portion, the lower calf portion of the jean, that's just a regular cut. If it's a boot cut, it's gonna flare out just a little bit, about 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 an inch on each side. That's gonna be a boot cut. Back me up there, Vicky. And if it's like 1 inch on each side, that's a flare or a bell bottom. So that's a good way to tell. And that's actually on my list of videos to do. Thank you, Vicky. Thank you very much. I'm gonna do a video on how to determine whether it's a slim or a skinny, if it's a classic fit, if it's a mom jean, if it's a boot cut, if it's a flare, or if it's a bell bottom. Usually you can tell between the flares and the bell bottoms, but not always. There are some jeans it is difficult to tell the difference because some people's flares are very wide. But yeah, that's on my list. And maybe if my husband actually gives me today off, because he's home today, so he's probably going to want to cuddle up and watch movies and everything. But if I do get to work, that's on my list of videos to do, because I've got 5 or 6 pairs of jeans that I do need to list again because they fell off, because apparently they weren't desirable in YouTube or in eBay took them off. So that's one of the videos that I want to do. And I also want to do a video on how I measure my jeans and pants and shirts and things like that, because I do 7 measurements. How far am I from home? Barbie, you don't have to, oh, sorry. Barb, you don't have to worry so much, honey. I'm halfway home now. Your fat ass is on a treadmill. Let me tell you something, Vicky, about your fat ass. First of all, your ass is not fat. It's very round and voluptuous, and it's a little bouncy on the bottom, right? So you have a very nice ass for a woman of 43, and for a woman that is in a particular time of her life where menopause might be knocking at any time. And not that I know that your ass is a little bouncy, because I haven't actually had my hands under your buttocks to play with them or jiggle them. The thought had crossed my mind, but I thought I would be a little more ladylike and not molest you. So I have never actually grabbed your ass. I'm not going to tell you whether I've grabbed Katie's ass or not. That's between Katie and I, okay? We do have a special connection, as you know, Katie and I. But I'm not going to tell you if I've ever grabbed her ass, or if she's grabbed mine. That's between us. But the next time I see you, Vicky, I do think I am going to try and see the firmness and bounceability of your ass. I have checked it out. I'm not lying. And just so you guys know, you can appreciate the beauty of a woman's body and not be a lesbian, because a woman's body is a beautiful thing. Thin, curvy, fat, or obese. A woman's body is a beautiful thing. We do beautiful things with these bodies. My big body, I do beautiful things to my husband with this big body. And he's still in one piece, so, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. I've always been secure in my fatness, which is probably why I've never really tried to lose weight. But, I don't know. I'll tell you guys something right now since I'm stopped. I really think, oh, Vicky, now you're going to be covering your ass next time we see each other. She's going to grab my ass. Kelly's going to grab my ass. Oh, God, she's going to grab my under ass and shake it and jiggle it and squeeze it. And, yeah, it's probably a good thing Katie's not listening to this, because she might be, getting a little hot and bothered under the collar. Or jealous that I'm talking about your butt. Not so much about jealous I'm talking about your butt, but jealous that I'm talking about another woman's butt, because like I said, we've got, Katie and I have that special connection. Katie's got a way of flipping chicks. That's all I'm gonna say. Katie's a flipper, all right. Yeah, she's a flipper. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Look, I've only had one dick in my life. No vaginas, only one dick. I'm not brave enough to branch out into that atmosphere. Let me tell you what. I can appreciate a beautiful body, male or female, from afar. But I would not know what to do with someone else's body. Nope, I know my husband's body up and down in the dark. I don't know what I would do with anybody else's body. I don't know what to do with my body half the time. It's a good thing that my husband knows what to do with his body. Boy, does he ever. And he is been such a wonderful man. I just want to tell you guys. I mean, my husband's always had his good points, He's had his bad points. I have my bad points and my good points. But let me tell you something. That man must have swallowed some angel pills a month ago, because I can't help but be gushy in love with that sumbitch again. He's just taking my heart and squeezing it in all different directions. Not the only thing he's squeezing in all different directions. But it's daytime. We're going to keep that quiet. But Vicki, I'm so glad you popped into my live. You guys never have time to make any of my lives. Not that any of them are exciting. But I am going to do some taped videos, you guys. I know that won't be as interesting. But if you've watched any of my tape stuff before that I've uploaded or live, now they've all been tape stuff. I don't edit. I don't know how to edit. So stuff falls, it falls, I laugh. If I trip and fall, I laugh. If I short circuit a breaker in the middle of me doing something, it happens. If my tablet falls, it happens. Stuff happens even in my videos. I don't know how to edit. So, but I tried to show how I measure my jeans and stuff, because I do so many measurements. And when I was live one time, and I got too many questions, and I never really got the full message across. So I really want to do that video, because I do think it's important. I think it's one of the reasons I don't have returns. I've had 2 returns in the 18 years that I've been selling. Yes, it's been selling on and off, not consistent. But, you know, I have had 2 pairs of pants, actually. Ironically, 2 pairs of pants, and that's the item that I do 7 measurements on. But they were just strictly did not fit. They just didn't fit. And they sent them back. I relisted them. They both resold. So, you know, not an issue. But I like to do a lot of measurements to prevent those INADs, because one of them did try to do an INAD on me, and they weren't able to because I had so many measurements in my listing. So I like to do all those measurements. As I said, I sew, and I like to do measurements on clothing. I don't know what it is. It's relaxing. So I do 7 measurements on my women's jeans. I do 5 measurements on my men's jeans, and I do 6 measurements on my women's tops and 5 measurements on my men's tops. The difference between the men's and the women's is the men's, I don't measure the waist. So many times the women's shirts will cut in. No hands, Barb Destiny. Ah! Okay, sorry. You know, they'll curve in the waist, so then you have to give a waist measurement. And then sometimes women's shirts can be even more because there's a side slit. I like to give the big girls a measurement on the side slit, because if you're like me and you've got a fat ass and you got a fat stomach, I am sassy, I'm sassy. You know, like the side slit's very important, and if I buy a shirt that does not have a side slit in it, I create side slits in it so that it gives my buttocks and my hippage room to... Oh, you're gonna slap me? I might like that. Depends. Depends on what I'm doing when I get slapped and who I'm being slapped by. Some people I love enough they can slap me in the face and I won't get upset. You guys, I'm almost home. I can't freaking believe this. I'm almost home. There's my sister's house. Woo, my sister's house. So I'm like 5 minutes from home, not even. So, and this road's clear actually, so thank you for keeping me company, you guys. I really appreciate you guys tuning in and making sure that I'm safe. I love you. I really do love all you guys. That's not bullshit. I really do love all you guys. And even the followers that I have that call me or video chat me and everything. Thank you, Destiny. I know sometimes Destiny, like with you, sometimes I'm just so tired and fatigued and hurting so bad and pain, and I think I have so many messages I have to do, or people that have tried to video chat, or people that I call back, because as you know, well, we missed you, Rebecca. As you know, I like to talk on the phone more than I like to chat. And so, people will call me with questions or video chat with questions and stuff like that. And I like to answer those questions. I don't know how you guys do it with 5,000 followers or 25,000 followers. I don't know how you guys do it. Because I have like 498 or 398 or 400 or something like that. And it's hard for me. I know I'm more personable with them, but I don't know how y'all do it. I really don't. I don't know how y'all do it. I can't believe Lindy Glenn ever got back to me for anything. She always gets back to me. Just, when I, okay, this is on purpose, you guys. That was on purpose. That's the railroad tracks, right? I lived on the other side of the railroad tracks in Comstock. My husband lived on this side of the railroad tracks, and every time in the winter I go over those railroad tracks, I got a fishtail. It's just something I have to do. So didn't mean to scare you. I did that on purpose. I've been doing that since I was 14, since I've been driving by myself. So no fears, that was planned, that was on purpose. So it's okay. But I do have a lake on this side of me, so just so you know, you're not fearful that I'm going to go into that lake or anything. I don't want you to be fearful of that. So it took me 32 minutes to get home. Sorry, Kimmy, am I scaring you? But I'll let y'all know when I get home. It'll be just a minute. You guys have all seen my house. You've all seen my home. Anybody in the chat not seen my house and my properties? No, baby, I'm past all that scariness. I'm on my street. I'm almost home. I can see my mailboxes. So, yeah, I meant to do that. You want me to do a donut? I can do a donut right here. I got rail guards on both sides. Alright, guys. My blinker is on. Let me switch this around. I don't know how to switch it around. Oh, there's a car coming. Will I make it? Oh, no. My husband's already got the garage door open for me. This is my house. Boy, we've gotten a lot of snow just since I left. That's my house. That's all my land over there, all the way to the eye can see. And then I've got land to the back. Oh, there's my husband. I got to get off here. Oh, hold on. I got to go to the post office. Hang on. Hi, babe.
Why did you stop way back there?
I stopped way back there because I was showing people I forgot you were going to jump in. I was showing people our house and land because I'm live. And why am I going live while I'm driving? Because I didn't think you'd catch me.
So turn it off now.
I'm going to turn it off.
Yeah.
But I was just bragging about you, so come on, get in. Oh, God. All right, peeps. My husband won't get in until I turn it off. Ah, there's your sexiness. Ha, ha. All right. Bye, guys.